Hello everyone, welcome back to Bridge is for Everyone. My name's Jad. This is part 2 of a series explaining the standard American yellow card system of bridge. In this video, I'll examine the SAYC bidding in an uncontested auction after an opening bid of one no trump. Section 4 of the SAYC booklet explains the bidding after partner opens one no trump. It first looks at uncontested auctions. This means that East passes. The booklet then explains several possible responses. First, a response of two clubs. SAYC defines this as Stayman. It promises a 4-card major suit and is looking for a major suit fit. This is how I showed you to bid in episode 8 of the Learn to Play series. The booklet continues its explanation with a pass by West. It then explains one specific point on how opener should bid in answer to the Stayman bid. With 4-4 in the major suits, SAYC requires opener to bid 2 hearts. This agrees with what I teach. With 4 hearts, I always advise a 2-heart response to Stayman. The SAYC booklet continues with an explanation of subsequent bidding after any bid by opener. It defines one specific scenario. After East again passes, it defines a specific type of second bid by responder. It says that if responder bids a minor suit, then it shows a suit of 5 or more cards and an interest in slam. Although I don't teach this bid specifically, it is a natural bid and in full agreement with the principles I teach. Now let's look at a different situation defined by the SAYC booklet. After opener bids one no trump and East passes, the booklet specifies the meanings of the 2 diamond and 2 heart bids by responder. These are each defined as Jacobi transfers. 2 diamonds transfers to hearts and 2 hearts transfers to spades. This is exactly as I explained in episode 9 of the Learn to Play series. The standard response to a Jacobi transfer is to bid 2 of the next higher suit, and this is what I have taught. But SAYC also includes the super accept response to a transfer. This states that if opener has 17 high card points and 4 or more in the transfer suit, then a jump transfer response to the 3 level can be used. This is a relatively rare situation, but the super accept is quite useful. I'll include a more detailed explanation in an upcoming episode of the extension series. The SAYC booklet continues by defining a third response to a one no trump opening bid. After East passes, the SAYC booklet explains the 2 spade response. SAYC uses a 2 spade response as a minor suit transfer to both clubs and diamonds. In the Learn to Play series, I taught you to use 4-way transfers, where a 2 spade bid transfers to clubs and a 3 club bid transfers to diamonds. But in SAYC, you cannot do this. You must use 2 spades for all minor suit transfers, which I explained in episode 15 of the extension series. The SAYC booklet continues by defining a fourth type of response to a 1 no trump opening. After East again passes, the booklet explains a response of 3 of a minor suit. SAYC uses this to indicate a long suit with 6 or more cards, which would be useful in a 3 no trump contract. This means that it must be a strong suit, and the hand must be worthy of a positive response. I do not teach this response, as I prefer the gambling 3 no trump response, which I explained in episode 12 of the extension series. I also use the 3 club response as puppet stamen in episode 16 of the extension series. However, if you are playing SAYC, you cannot use either of these conventions. This means that you can use the 3 club and 3 diamond responses as SAYC requires. The SAYC booklet continues with the 5th definition of a response to an opening bid of 1 no trump. After East passes, the booklet explains the meaning of a response of 3 of a major suit. SAYC defines these as showing a suit of 6 or more cards and a hand with enough strength to be interested in a slam. Once more, this is not what I teach. I prefer the use of a Jacobi transfer followed by a forcing bid. But if you are playing SAYC, this is a natural and reasonable use of the jump bid in a major suit. The SAYC booklet continues with a 6th response definition. After opener bids 1 no trump and East passes, the booklet explains the meaning of the double jump bid of 4 clubs. SAYC defines this bid as Gerber, asking for aces. This is exactly what I explained in episodes 45 and 46 of the Learn to Play series. The SAYC booklet then offers its final definition of responses to a 1 no trump opening bid. After East passes, the final response defined by SAYC is 4 no trump. This is a quantitative raise and is what I usually call a slam try. It is a bid which invites partner to bid 6 no trump. I explained this bid in episode 47 of the Learn to Play series. This concludes the SAYC explanation of uncontested auctions following a 1 no trump opening bid. In the next episode, I'll examine the other bidding that SAYC requires after no trump opening bids. This video is the second in a series which explains how to play within the SAYC rules. It explained the SAYC bidding in an uncontested auction after a 1 no trump opening bid. It also highlighted and explained any differences between SAYC and the system I teach. Thanks for watching. If you found the video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.